But where I start with all our guests is just asking, what is your current outlook on what we're seeing, I guess, in the US and global economies?
Well, let's take the two big elephants in the room. I mean, the two biggest economies in the world are what? The United States and China. And if we look at the United States, we have had a monetary contraction. The stock of money in the U.S. system now, when you measure money broadly by M2 in the United States, it's actually lower than it was in July of 2022. Now, we've only had 4 other occasions where we've had contractions in the money supply since the founding of the Federal Reserve in 1913. And those are way back there. We got to go back to 1948, 49. We had one then. 37, 38, we had another one. And then, of course, the big one in 1929, 1933. And prior to that, 1920, 1921. So you have to go way back to find one of these contractions. And every one that's ever occurred, we've either had the Great Depression in 1929, 1933, or a pretty good recession. So that suggests to me that we will have a recession, and it's baked in the cake because, of course, economic activity lags behind changes in the money supply. So if you get a change in the money supply, then with a lag, a long and variable lag, you get changes in economic activity and changes in inflation. So in the U.S., that's my outlook is for early in 2025. We'll probably be in a pretty serious slowdown and recession. China, let's move to China. So China actually is coming in lower and many more problems than people anticipated. And the money supply there, again, is growing lower than the golden growth rate. Hanke's golden growth rate is 9%, roughly 9%. For China. Now that would be a rate consistent with hitting their inflation target of about 3%. So their current growth rate in the money supply is running about 6%. It's been a little below the golden growth rate for some time. So they're struggling. So both countries are hitting a patch of rough water because of the money supply problem.